together. And everyone across this great state, from RAGBRAI to the legendary Water and Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cyclones will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hawkeyes offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two met, Iowa did Iowa things and won a close one.
Man, they do that so often in this series. They just find a way, even if they're trailing, to win the ball game, and Iowa State's got to figure that puzzle out.
Iowa doing Iowa things. Defensively, they made the plays they needed to make in that game, and they're going to have to do that again in this one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Snyder. Still on his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Kitchings. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the film. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. There's the pressure. It's complete on the right side. Gets away from one, finds room. Just keeps moving. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Davis will throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7. Breaks free in the middle. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Cyclones come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. A first down for the offense. Davis looking to pass. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The short hands, it's Andrews. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. After changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Offense working from the pistol. That's caught. It's Cox. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's in open space downfield.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. Got it in the middle. It's Verrier. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Verrier. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Sets up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Davis looking to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Fighting off the defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Verrier. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the pass. It's complete. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one. Got a man in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Davis will throw. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where it...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a connection. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's what defense is all about. Understanding the situation. It's third and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the...
Holds it in the first down and more. Touchdown, Cyclones! And that one will give them the lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more... wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38 in the lead first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that.
He's loose on the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Shoot, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
But we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Davis will throw. Punts it out of the air.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gives it on the option. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the 2nd half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
That's caught. It's Andrews. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Here comes the heat. Flips it out on the screen. And some room to work. There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State setting the offense back out. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Makes the grab. The Cyclones will hustle to the line.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Davis looking to pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Verrier. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of